Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to the weekend preview as the festive fixtures get into full swing this weekend. Now, before we start here, you can see how everyone did last weekend. Unfortunately for the real villain, going for a hat trick of golden caps, not so great. And Gears Kaylee, well done. But I just want to quickly update on sort of a quick channel update here in general. I will post this to the community tab, but I know not everybody checks that or notices it. There will be no episodes of Football Manager over the weekend as normal, but also Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so before Christmas. That's because my brother and sister-in-law are coming to visit, so I need to take a little bit of time off for that. So I hope everybody understands. I will post the schedule up, as I said, in the community tab if you're unsure, but we'll be back Boxing Day in full swing, and there will be, I'll try and get out a weekend preview for the Boxing Day fixtures as well, which might come out maybe Christmas Day. Might work out best for that. But anyway, let's have a quick look at how everybody did last week. As I said, it wasn't a great week for anybody. No one cracked double figures. 9.5 was enough to get the golden cap for Gears Kayla there. And Rujistan had another good week relative to the rest of the league. But what you may notice here is, as Gus comes to say hello. Hi, it's Ellie. Hi, Ellie. You coming up? We're going to hear a screaming cat in a second here. But what we have noticed here is at the leaderboard, we finally have a change at the top. Parramatta Power's been top all season long, and on a goal, I don't know what's not goal, effectively goal difference. I'm not sure what the tie break is. It's certainly not exact results. There must be something after that. But anyway, Kebrov 9 is... This is going really well, is it? Kebrov 9 is now top of the table. The cat's distracting me. But I'll tell you what, Rujistan very, very quietly catching up. Only 2 points back now. The real villain is still there as well. And it's still a long way to go. 10 points back for Adam Riley, who actually, Adam has just had a kid. So congratulations, Adam and his lovely wife on their firstborn. They meant to do that, I think, last week. I knew that. So sorry about being a week late. But yeah, congratulations, Adam. And then myself, and then, myself down, I think we're just kind of fighting for I don't know, golden cap glory at this point. But let's go and have a look at what's coming up this upcoming match week here. There is some big games over the Christmas period. Let's start with Everton Arsenal. Will there be two new managers involved, or will it still be the caretakers? Either way, I think Arsenal's toxic right now. I think they're going to lose this. I think it could be 2-0. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I think that could be that could be more disaster for Arsenal there. Bournemouth, who had a good win, didn't they, against Chelsea? Will they go on a winning run now against Burnley? Burnley themselves aren't too bad. I'm gonna say this is probably a 0-0, isn't it? Villa versus Southampton, a relegation 6-pointer if there ever was one in December. Villa, of course, high on their thrashing of Liverpool's first team. That's what I'm telling myself. 5-0. Is that going to get some confidence back in the team at home? They have to win. I'm going to say, because they have to win, that they will. And it'll be 2-0. Brighton against Sheffield United. This could be... Yeah, I'm going to say another 0-0. It'll probably be a draw. I'll say 0-0 because I have Sheffield United defenders in my fantasy team, which we'll get to in just a second. So I want that to be 0-0. Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. I'm really negative today. I think it's going to be 0-0 again. Norwich versus Wolves. Norwich, are they finding a little bit of form? They had a good draw. Who was that against? They had a good draw. I can't remember who it was against though now. Against Leicester. That's right. Is it going to be another draw? I'm going to say 2-1. I think Wolves might just be a little bit too good for them. Manchester City versus Leicester City. This is absolutely huge. I think Leicester have Liverpool coming up soon as well, don't they? A couple of massive, massive weeks coming up here for Leicester. Away from home, I think there's probably goals in it. I don't think they're good enough to beat... Are they good enough to beat... We're going to find out they're good enough to beat Manchester City. We'll find out Saturday, won't we? I'm going to say 2-1, though. Manchester City might just scrape that one. Watford versus Manchester United. I can't see Watford getting a result there, new manager or not. I'm also a little bit biased now because I want the teams below Villa to be doing badly. And the big one is Tottenham versus Chelsea. Mourinho back. Well, he's not going to Stamford Bridge, but he's playing Chelsea again. I think this could be a Manchester United. It'll be a stink job. A Mourinho stink job, a 1-0. they might get the best of Chelsea over that one, I think. So that's my tips. Don't forget to put yours in. And if you are new to the channel, I know I've got a lot of new subscribers since the release of Football Manager 20. You can still join. There's a link down in the description. There is still Golden Cap glory to play for every week, and that means a lot around here, let me tell you. So don't be afraid to join up and join the fun with the rest of us. And if you are obviously already in the competition, don't forget to put your tips in. Now for fantasy football, for the Patreon supporters of mine, again, there's a link to the description if you want to look to join this. If you have an existing team, the points should carry over. If not, what I can do is I can add sort of the leader's score, the average score. Maybe it's not fair to add the leader's score, but the average score to yours, so you still have a chance of winning. But I played triple captain last week, and Vardy didn't really come off for me, did he? I had a decent week compared to everybody else, but it needed to be a better week. It's still getting close at the top, though. Vulture FC, 30-odd points ahead of Cobra Chickens, who closed in the gap a further 19 points. And then that's 59 points back to me. And then Jokers FC, still tagging along, but I think they're maybe a little bit too far back at this point of the season. My team for this upcoming week, I've made a few changes here. We've gone with Pope in goal with Leicester playing Manchester City. I'm just keeping my Leicester defenders just out of this one, just in case. We're going to go with Tarkovsky, Baldock, who I've transferred in because Mings has got a long-term injury, so I've brought in a Sheffield United defender for him. And Lundstrom, I'm taking a gamble and captaining Lundstrom this week. I just have a feeling. So we're going to do that. Midfield, we're all in midfield this week with Cantwell, Dele Alli, Sterling, Ward-Prowse, and McGinn comes back in for this one against Southampton at home. I'm hoping he'll get his goal-scoring boots back on. And just the two strikers this week, Vardy, who can always nick a goal, and City not the best defensively, and Rashford as well. They go as my two strikers. So there we go. That is the weekend preview, guys. I do want to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. As I said, I'll be back hopefully before Boxing Day for a sort of a midweek preview for the Boxing Day fixtures. But we will be back Boxing Day for Football Manager back in full swing. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.